All right, welcome to another episode of Next Level Living, where Jeremy gets to get some things off his chest.
Ooh.
Listen to me.
With soap?
I ain't gonna lie to you. Would you? I mean, we like 5 seconds.
Hello.
How you go call on yourself?
I just didn't know.
We like 5 seconds in the episode.
That's how I clean.
Yeah, no. This one today, you know what I'm saying? This episode today is coming from a place of love, but you might get your feelings hurt. All right, so let me just kind of open it up and say this here. Everybody by now that's been rocking with the podcast is in our community, all the next levelers, they know we have a push-up competition. Mike, how many years has it been in the push-up challenge?
At least 5.
At least 5 years.
Yeah.
Every single week, from Sunday to Sunday, we got to do how many push-ups, Mike?
1,000.
And how many crunches?
1,000.
And how many excuses do we take?
1 0. Minus 1 0. I had to finish because I wanted to say 1 under 0, and I realized that I messed that up.
What's the name of the push-up challenge?
0 excuses, y'all. Sorry.
What's the name of the push-up challenge on our group chat?
New Trill push-up challenge.
Yeah.
New Trill.
Keyword trill.
Yep.
What's another word for trill?
Gangster.
Yeah, another word.
About that life. It's a new phrase. Like, certified.
Like miss me with the excuses.
Good. I like the excuses.
Matter of fact, I'm already feeling queasy in my stomach. Just the mere thought of excuses made me want to vomit. I might need to give me a little barf bag. So Crystal, so let me tell you. So we got our group, right? We do push-ups and I ain't gonna lie, today I am disappointed. You know what I'm saying? Because now I'm being penalized. All right, so let me give y'all a rewind. So we talked a few months ago, Mike. You did your numbers,
right?
Traveling all over the world, just forgot to post. It happens from time to time. Right. So if somebody misses the mark or they don't do their numbers or whatever, their punishment is to post or should do an extra 500 that next week.
Yep.
But if it happens a second time within the year, then not only do you got to do an extra 500 push-ups, but everybody got to do an extra 500 push-ups.
In the group. Regardless if you got your numbers or not.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
So literally, if in September, I'm doing my push-ups for 1 week, I missed the mark or I forget to post. Yeah. That's another thing, y'all. We pay attention to detail here. We trying to operate with the spirit of excellence. So even if you do the numbers, you still have to report it. Just like your homework. When the last time, Kristen, when you was in school, you know what I'm saying? You gotta show your work. I'm just giving the background for those of y'all, because I know both of y'all looking at me like, bro, we already know this. But of course,
not
this
never.
Is for the people.
If I do my homework, I got to turn it in.
Facts.
I need that credit.
Facts. So when the ball was dropped, I told the team, hey guys, because I know the guys, we all can, if we got to bang out 1,500, we'll bang out 1,500. So I was like, the second punishment, if it happens again within a year, everybody's being penalized. I thought that would make some of the brothers be like, oh, what's not going to happen
is
I'm going to have to, you know what I'm saying, somebody else, because it affects somebody else. I really thought that was going to be, they was going to feel the pain. Austin. I'm not even going to say his last name, Mike.
Thank you, Jay.
I'm not even going to say, I was going to.
Where are you for real?
Oh, listen, and Austin, just so you know, because I'm going to sing you this episode, so you're going to get this smoke, big dog. You know I love you, boy, but I'm finna call you out. I was finna call your first and last name. I was finna tell him where you pastor at, and he a pastor. Yeah, but I ain't going to say his last name. I love him, but let me tell you something. I don't love having to do an extra 500 push-ups. How'd you feel, Mike? I'm curious. Before I get in my soapbox. And then I'm going to tell y'all like what this means for you and what this means for life.
Sometimes it takes a while for stuff to register with me. At first, I was just like...
I can't wait till you get to 1,000
come
and be
on,
like,
bro.
I'm done for the week. And then you realize, shoot, I got to do an extra 500.
Oh, no, I know right now.
It's going to hit different when you do that 1,000. And
I don't
then
think
you're
so.
like...
Because I'm doing more than I usually do. So my body's already more tired than I usually am. Instead of me doing 200 a day, I'm doing 300 now. So that I don't get to the end of the week and I'm stuck with the extra 500 when my body's sore. So I'm already pacing myself to do more. And I noticed it because the it's little moments in my day where I don't have the same time because I have to dedicate that to someone else's mistake.
So how'd you feel when you first found out?
It was more like so I had an early showtime this week and I woke up at 3:30 and I was like, why is somebody coming in a group chat at 3 a.m.? I'm normally the only person up right now except for Gavin in Cape Town, South Africa. When I saw him post his final numbers, I was just like, wait. When last night, Sunday? Right. I'm sitting here like, is this a new day?
Right. And it's the second time.
So when I saw it, I just posted a GIF first that had like the LeBron, like, yo, got your, wait, what?
Yeah.
That's like how I responded to it. It was just like, bro, not again, dog. Like, so then I was just like, bro.
You weren't mad.
I was disappointed.
Okay.
Mad for me is intentional toward me. And like empathy. Trust me, our energy is totally different. Like for me, I instantly start thinking about like, why are you late? Before I even get mad at you. So I start thinking about the fact that he's a new dad and all this other stuff. And I'm just like, I started making excuses for him to myself so that I didn't go as hard on him. But at the same time, I still sent him a detailed message like, bro, like we have to be intentional because of all of this stuff. So I started off my messages like, bro, I know you got this going on. I know you're a new father. Actually, one of me and Jay's closest friends used to be in this chat and hopped out when he became a new dad because of the sleep he wasn't getting. And I remember him and Jay having an exchange and I was in the thing like, okay. But he ended up leaving the chat and focusing on being a dad. So I was just like, bro, I understand it's hard. It's like somebody else already had to quit because of that too. But that ain't no excuse. But when Jay came in, 2.5 hours later, when he woke up,
I'll kill my whole day, dog.
I could just feel the storm in the chat. Like you could just feel like the sun wasn't even out in my message, but you could feel the clouds coming in. Jay was just like, he was like, I'm hot. That's all he said. He didn't put no exclamation point. He said, I'm hot, period. Hey, and I was just like,
can I interject real quick? No. I typed 3 different messages.
Did you?
And deleted them.
Oh, that's the worst.
Because I was like, I'm not in the spirit.
That's what,
You know what I'm saying? But I was hot, bro.
Bro, I know.
You know what I'm saying?
I know.
I
know you hot when I don't even want to text you on the side. I'm like, I don't want to talk to you right now. Give him a second.
And I'm looking like, Mike, what you got to say? Hit me, dog.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely not.
Yeah, nah, and my thing is, it's like, my thing is, and you know what? Austin's a good dude. He love God. He a pastor. That's my bro.
Yeah.
I still don't want to talk to him right now. I still ain't talk to him. Yeah, he called me too. I was hot. I didn't want to talk to him. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know what he was going to hit me with. I didn't know if he's going to hit it with, hey, dog, my bad. I don't want to hear that.
You don't want to know
I promise you, bro. Tracy come in, and I got a bad yellow bone. Bro, let me tell you something. She don't want to hear I'm bad. She be like, hold on, where's that shotgun I just bought? You know what I'm saying? Like, she don't want to hear that.
He said I got a bad yellow bone.
I don't want to hear no excuses. And so for me, it hurt because I felt like, now I got to do extra. What I should have did, because I didn't think that brothers would let that happen, is I should have been like, you know what? The first time you mess up, you got to do 500 push-ups. If it happens 3 months later, then you got to double and do a 2,000. And then I should just kept doing that. But I really was on some like no man left behind. I was really on some like brotherhood stuff because I was really thinking, because from the way I'm wired, I ain't finna do nothing that's gonna cause you more pain. Yeah. That's gonna make you have to go through something else. Yeah. And I was thinking everybody else was wired like that. You know what I'm saying? Man, miss me with a newborn stuff, bro. Yeah. I went 9 months fasting for my wife. I'm disciplined. Miss me with that. You hit somebody else with that stuff. I don't want to hear about that. I got 5 companies, 2 nonprofits. I'm very busy. I'm locked in. Miss me with that. That's why I was like, there ain't not excuse. You better tell me you broke your arm. And I want to see a doctor know. That's the only way. You feel me? Because I'm operating at a high level. Yeah. We called it the trill situation. Yeah. And so the moral of the story, Austin, I love you. I ain't tripping. It happens. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to bang out an extra 500. I'm going to get the benefits from it. You feel me?
Hello.
You know what I'm saying? But.
Hello.
You stupid. It's the moral of the story.
Yeah.
So now I'm off my soapbox. Wide picture. How many people in life whose families are suffering because of the decision that the father made? Or the decision that the wife made? How many moms are crying because of the decision that their son made? he want to be gangster out here. You know what I'm saying? Like how many guys right now, you know what I'm saying, are locked up somewhere because they went to the bar and had a bunch of drinks and got in the car and got a DUI and killed somebody, hurt somebody, something like that. And now their child got to go with their father. Like, it's one thing when your decisions affect you, but decisions don't just affect us, it affects other people. Yeah. And I think for me, it was a harsh reality when it happened. Because it's one thing for the homie Austin. I love him. It's one thing for him to have to do an extra 1,000, an extra 2,000. You do push-ups till your shoulder fall off. Right. But now because you messed up twice in a year, because you dropped the ball twice, now everybody got to do extra.
And it ain't because he didn't do it. That's what's so tight.
In my eyes, it's the same, but I feel you.
But I'm saying it's worse. Because all you had to do was to report it.
He did the work.
That's the point. Like, I think the first time he did the work, and so he's forgotten to report twice.
Let me tell you something, bro. What you think? Let's make a new pack right here. Mm-hmm. Do we do it to where if it happens again? Because I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't finna put myself in this position. I'm finna change his rules to preserve. That's the one. I'm G, bro.
Bro, when you said I'm changing the rule, I said this dude
to preserve our relationship. Y'all ain't finna keep dropping the ball. Nah, I gotta do extra. So from here on out, you feel me? You don't feeling that?
Nah, you gotta keep it the same because it don't hurt until it affects you.
Right, but obviously they don't care about me.
But you, I think you made a rule about the third time. Didn't you say the third time we had to talk about them being in the chat? Right?
No, they out.
But then that's too easy.
Oh, kicking them out is too easy.
What? I ain't gonna lie. That's too easy. I'm different, bro. Like when I be seeing movies and they finally kill the bad guy, I'm like, bro, he died too quickly.
I agree. Ooh, I'm like that too.
I'll be like, bro, lean in on a little bit.
I'm vindictive.
Yeah, but God working on my heart. You know what I'm saying?
No.
But for real, like, I feel like getting kicked out the chat almost too easy. So initially I was on some, if it happened a second time, you owe all of us $500.
Hey,
that's gonna sting.
Money.
Now he gotta go see his wife. Stop playing with me, bro. Ooh. Now he gotta go see his wife and tell his wife, honey, why $2,500 just got deducted from our account?
No. There needs to be a deposit made before.
What you mean, 500
so
a piece?
Come out immediately.
Jeremy, how many people in the chat you think balling?
That's what I'm saying.
What kind of people you think you in the chat?
That's the point. You finna go in debt with me. I want your social, dog.
Wait.
All right, so maybe that's extra.
This dude wild. Now my wheel's spinning. I'm like, maybe they gotta put down a $2,500 deposit before they join the chat because on the second time it just automatically did that. Okay. Anyway, go ahead.
Or if not that, then maybe we do it to where after the first time you gotta do extra $500. After the second time, and it just keeps adding up. Maybe we do it like that. I just don't want to put myself to preserve relationships.
Bro, I thought, first of all, I was about to say, dang, that's a little steep. $500. He was like $500 from each person.
Yeah, you owe each person $500.
Yeah, Lee, Jay.
Wouldn't that make you? I'm sure gonna report my numbers now.
I'll be done by Thursday.
Right. Oh, that's another beef I have. That's another beef I have. I've been preaching for years. Stop waiting till the last minute.
Yeah, scared of Sundays.
Yeah.
Bro, that's why I'm scared of Sundays. That's why I go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It's rare when I knock out a couple on Saturday.
That's true.
If I don't go till Sunday, you know I had a crazy busy week.
You don't never report.
So that's why I'm like, bro, that's what you get for waiting till the last minute. But I don't want to make it about the push-ups. Also, again, I love you, dog. I moved on. You can tell I'm still kind of hot off of it.
Right.
But here's the thing. I want him to win.
You want him to be great, y'all.
And how you do anything.
It's how you do everything.
Come on, one more time. I feel like I'm in church now. How you do anything.
It's how you do everything.
Listen to me.
Everything.
You feel me? And so if Austin's real with himself, he might be like, man, I dropped the ball, boom. Again, y'all, we talking about excellence, man. We talking about next level here. Like, some people is probably thinking like, yo, Jay, it ain't that deep. Like, yo, you don't get it. You don't get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I want everybody to rise. I want everybody to rise to a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? And it takes us to be assertive. It takes us to be on point. It takes us to make sure we cross every T and dot every I.
Yeah.
Like, I measure twice, cut once. Like, I'm setting alarms. Like, when we was working out, like, bro, I don't naturally wake up like, yeah, it's 4:00 in the morning. No, I got to set an alarm. True. If I know I'm super tired when I go to bed, I'm finna set 2 alarms. Because the first one, my mom might be playing tricks on me. True. You know what I'm saying? My mom's telling me no, but my body. But my body. You feel me? My body. Actually, it's reversed. Oh, we can't sing the song no more? Whoa, okay, he canceled. All right, so we go right back. We keep it moving.
to the legend.
So peep game.
And his reputation.
So I'm sitting here, I'm doing my thing, and I'm just like, it's not even about the work. It's about posting it. Mm-hmm. So what's y'all's thoughts? If I'm tripping, Chris, like tell me I'm tripping, Crystal. Like Mike, You know what I'm saying? I feel like I was, and then Tim ain't say nothing in the chat. Gavin just now said something. I feel like he probably just said something because I was like, where y'all at? Why I gotta be the bad guy? Why I gotta be the enforcer? Ain't nobody else upset about this? You're not the
bad guy, but that's your personality type. We all hold people accountable. I said something as soon as it happened. It's just I said it in my personality type.
Yeah.
You did. I wrote a whole long paragraph. I broke down what I did and everything. You probably saw that. It was like, I forget that. I got something I want to say myself. And I ain't mad at you. You know what I'm saying?
No. On God. I ain't read your comment.
I believe it.
Yeah,
I believe it too.
I didn't read your comment. I saw a few things you put in all caps. I was like, he kind of mad, but I'm big mad.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Oh, for sure. I thought I was mad until I saw Jay, and I was like, oh, never mind, you got it. I was like, oh, he mad. Okay. Yeah. But I have different reasons too. You know what I'm saying? Like this is a week where I just started getting personally trained, and this is a week I don't have my personal trainer. I'm like, all right, God, I see your sign. What you doing? You gonna make sure I got extra work. Okay, I'm just like, it's just extra work. So I'm just like, I'm gonna have to do something anyway. So I'm just like, all right, cool. I didn't put that in chat. But in terms of me, I was like, all right, Mike, you said you ain't got no excuses with your journey. So this is extra work you got to do.
You know what?
So I put it on me.
I wonder if you were also more lenient because you haven't been there, but you've been there. Does that make sense?
What do you mean?
Meaning like, because maybe 6 months ago when you did your numbers but forgot to post. So maybe you was kind of like,
I ain't never forgot twice. That's different.
No, that's why I said you've been there, but you haven't been there.
Because if anything, I could take on my shoulders that I brought you in the chat. I introduced you to Jay. So I should
have been like, Mike, get your boy.
Ooh.
You know what?
That definitely, I would have been, then I would have to have a conversation on the side.
You know what?
Because it's nothing worse to me than disappointment. Jeremy, if me and you get into it tomorrow and it's just man to man, like button heads, I'll be cool with that. Yeah. I'll be like, we'll get past that. But if I know that I let you down and you put me out there, it's hard for me to get past that. So like you said, like, that's why when you say like the second time, those numbers, like, that's not something I'm worried about happening with myself because I know the second time affects y'all. I've done my 1,500 for this year. I can't mess up again. And when I say mess up, I mean post.
Yeah. I study greatness. Right? I study greatness and I see what the greats do. I see how the greats live. I see how they operate. I see how hard they are on themselves and others.
How hard they are on themselves.
Bro, I feel like MJ dragged people to greatness. Yeah. I feel like Kobe dragged people to greatness. Steve Jobs was not a good person, but he demanded. Excellent. Let me be clear. He was not a good person. Steve Jobs was, people did not like him. They wasn't saying cute, nice things at him at his funeral. He was wired differently, but people demand. And so I think it was a bit of disappointment, but I want to talk about it on the podcast because I feel like if we want people to experience life on that next level and to go to that next level, there are things that we have to have in place. There are safeguards. Because we do believe how you do anything is how you do everything. We do believe that there is another level that you can go to. And, I've had conversations with team members and loved ones, and I'm like, okay, that's good. Yeah. But what about this? Yeah. Okay, out of 10 things, you did 9 great. Let's just talk about this one without you being in your feelings about the 9. Okay, you did the 9. Let's just talk about this one though. You know what I'm saying? But that's what separates the good from the great.
True.
You know what I'm saying? That's what separates you from other people. Other people in your industry that's excelling, and then you're still in the same place. It's those some of those small things.
Hating to lose more than loving to win. It's just a different mindset.
Right.
It was some. I don't remember which grade it was, but one of I don't know if it was Kobe or MJ, but one of them said, "I hated losing more than I love winning." That's why I'm so hard on myself. So, like you said, that highlights the one more than the 9. It's just like, like we won, but I hate the actual fact of losing. So that's the reason why I go so hard, because that sticks with me. You know what I'm saying? So they talk about the missed championships or things like that, but that's to go to your point, that loss or that lesson is what sticks with them more.
Right.
Which is
crazy.
When
you first saw it, you was disappointed. And that's
definitely disappointed, and I was in shock because I was just like, wait, this is the second time? Also, it was 3 a.m. So,
and it was kind of close too.
Yeah, it was 3 a.m. It was 3 a.m.
No, I'm talking about it was kind of close. Like within the last time he missed his mark.
Oh yeah,
it was in like a month.
It's a couple months, right?
Yeah, dang. Yeah. But again, it's not even on Austin. For those of y'all that's listening, right? The question is, are you keeping your word to yourself? You know what I'm saying? Are you going above and beyond? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it easy for you to give up or quit? Do you set up safeguards so that it's not even an option to fail?
I mean, I think initially we had started by saying, how do your decisions affect others? And his decision to wait until the last minute to post his numbers affected you guys. Yeah. Because now you all have to not only, you know, get that text message as soon as you wake up on a Monday, but that affects your whole week.
Yeah, for sure.
So whatever y'all was feeling or whatever y'all plans were are now changed because now you have to allow for more time to do these other push-ups. And so that's how his decision affected y'all.
It's like involuntary pain.
Right. And you guys are such a committed group that you still have to show up and still do it.
Thanks.
You can't make the decision not to do it. Because what's the penalty if all of y'all don't do y'all extra $1,500?
And that's not even and that's not even an option.
And we don't even have an option for that because we don't even look at that as a possibility. You know what I'm saying? It's like my brother's keeper type of group chat. So that's the reason why this situation is so upsetting, is because we don't have a plan for people to fail in this chat. It's only created for us to succeed.
Yeah.
It's only that.
Options.
So it ain't no other, it ain't no plan B, ain't no option for us. What do we do if ever? No, I ain't even thought of that question. I ain't even thought of it because I'm like, that's not happening. That's the reason why we're upset. If that was an option, I'd be like, oh, it ain't no thing. I'm just going to not do mine.
Man, let me tell you something. Yeah. I think I got to a point, Crystal, probably 6 years ago, I realized, like, wait a second. Like, me and my family good. Like, I can just stay where I am and we good. But I begin to think about team members. I begin to think about my parents. I begin to think about my nephews. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going to happen when they want to get their apartment on campus? What's going to happen when they want to buy their first property? Like, I'm thinking on that level. I realize, I don't have the luxuries to just go out here and just do whatever. I don't have the luxury to just live life however I want to live it, right? I've got a lot of people who are depending on me. And I guess, like, that's that mindset I really want people to have. Like, next level living, it ain't just living life on that next level for yourself. It's when you realize, yo, it's bigger than me. And so I feel like that's why I got hit so much, because I'm like, yo, I never thought that they would come. I never thought that they would have come. But now I have to realize, like, yo, it's probably a lot of people that's kind of doing their thing. And they're like, I could take whatever consequences. But do you realize the decisions that you make, you know what I'm saying, good, bad, or indifferent, how it affects other people?
Yeah. And sometimes it's a selfish decision, not saying this guy made a selfish decision, because I don't think he did. But some people make selfish decisions and not even knowing that they're being selfish. Like, I had a friend of mine who was working out real hard. Like, she was training 20 hours a week with this trainer. And he decided to send some inappropriate text messages about her to one of his friends. And the friend, was texting back and forth. And then the trainer's baby's mother got a hold of the text messages, and she screenshot it and sent it back to the girl and was like, my children's father is saying these things about you. I thought you should know. Like, this is the man I chose to spend my days with. And I'm not sure if you know this, but I felt like you needed to know that this is going on. And so, the trainer called the girl and was just like, I'm sorry. Like, all of this is happening. Like, I didn't forewarn you that this was coming, but pretty much it was his fault. Right. And so, the girl was like, yo, no, the girl had no idea. The girl was like, I didn't know this was going on. Like, she texted baby mama back, like, I'm sorry this is happening. I didn't have any idea this was going on, but like, effective immediately, I'm removing myself from this situation. And so she, the girl had a conversation with the trainer, and the trainer was like, yeah, like, we could find some other options for you. And then the girl was just like, nah, like, not only did you mess up your family and your household, like, now there's mistrust and you got to just like let everybody know what's going on, but you messed up, this girl's like progress and this girl's dedication, because she was going hard and she was doing really well. And it's like, now everything is messed up, and it was a ripple effect because you decided to make a stupid decision to text about the girl inappropriately. And so it's like it affects everything, and that's a bigger situation.
That sounds lame. Like, why would a dude be texting about a chick that he ain't got no situation with to another dude for his baby mama to have to come to address a girl who don't even know nothing about it? Like, that just sounds lame.
Oh yeah, yeah, he lame.
Like, that's just dodo.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that his girl even got to go in his phone.
That's true too. Like, it's levels. You know what I'm saying? Like,
for sure.
Yeah, definitely ain't their first. That definitely ain't their first situation. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's like a domino. It's like a domino effect. You know what I'm saying? One thing leads to another.
Yeah.
And so I knew that was something we had to discuss. And then it makes me keep sharp.
Yeah.
So now I'm thinking like, man, Jay, you need to stay on top of your game.
Yeah.
Like, handle your P's and Q's. Like, don't get caught slipping. Yeah. Not even when it comes to the workout of the push-ups, just really handling your business. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to ever have to look Jewel in the face and be like, baby, daddy girl, sorry. You know, because of daddy's decision, this is going to affect you. I don't never want to have to tell Tracy, like, hey, babe, you know, we're going to have to pack the house up. We're losing the house. I had a gambling problem, or, you know what I'm saying? Like some dumb stuff like that. Like, yo, the decisions that we make affects other people, you know, and it's not even just the bad. The decisions we make can affect other people in a good way.
And, you know, and the reason why this person said they did it was because they felt like they weren't getting it at home. And it was like, there was a friendship that was built, and he said, you know, he felt like it was something he was lacking. So it was a selfish decision.
Right.
He wasn't thinking about nobody but himself.
Right.
So yeah, that's where you gotta not make selfish decisions, but know that each decision that you make everything is connected.
Absolutely.
And just like your decision to be here today, my decision, all of this is connected, because this goes out into the world, and it's a ripple effect. Everything is connected.
True.
Shoot. So how do we help them get to a point where they say it's not just about me? Because we're not even talking about the bad decisions. Like, there are good decisions to be made. Let me tell you, if I handle my business, I keep investing in cryptocurrency, I do other things I'm supposed to be doing, I can mess around and get my pops a boat next year. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, if I do what I'm supposed to be doing, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a whole bunch of dope things that can happen, right? Yeah. So it's not even a bad thing, but the decisions that we make and what we do affects other people.
Yeah.
And I just feel like sometimes, you know what I'm saying, that ball at times gets dropped when you take yourself out of it and you realize, like, yo, it's not about me. And that was the mindset I had when it came to the workout. I felt like when you look at the Army and you look at guys in the military, or you look at a football team, you know what I'm saying? I've seen practices, even with my nephew. Yeah. It's like, yo, my man was offsides or whatever happened. Everybody got to do 50 push-ups right now. Whole team is like, man. And so now they all got to do 50 push-ups. You know what I'm saying? Or don't let my man drop the ball. I remember I was at my nephew game a few weeks ago, and somebody dropped the ball. He's like, man, they're going to run some serious. They're going to have us do some extra practices because my man dropped the ball twice.
Wow.
And it's like that same thing. Why? To make sure that you handle your business, you are your brother's keeper.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You're not costing the company more money. You ain't hurting nobody. You're not taking advantage. Like, you handling your business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Moving forward. And so I guess for me, that's really what threw me off, because I'm just like, the same thing he might be struggling with, a lot of people struggle with.
Yeah.
I mean, Austin a good dude. He love God. That's my guy. Husband, so proud of him, got married, beautiful baby. Like, I'm like, bro, you handling your business. You doing God's work. Yeah. You just got caught slipping because you waited to the last minute. And I try to even safeguard myself. Just like when it come to podcasts, I'm like, all right, so we're going to start filming in the morning. All right, so let's have a set doing sound check at 8:30. Why? Why would I say let's do sound check at 9? We should be filming by 9. Let's be early, because if you on time, you late. Yeah. But if you early, you really on time. I just want to be amazing and phenomenal.
And just so people know, Jeremy forgets to post his numbers too. It's just that Jeremy's 2 days early. So when he goes back and be like, oh yeah, I finished earlier, y'all, I forgot to post my numbers. He's still way ahead of the deadline.
Yes,
and so like he gives room for you to be human. He's just saying, take advantage of every moment that you have, so that when those moments happen, that they happen to everybody, you're not costing everybody else based off of you already giving yourself slack before you put forth the work.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah, we got to figure this out, man, because folks is catching L's. This little push-up thing is light.
Yeah, it's light. Bro, I had a gate agent the other day. Me and my crew was excited. We had an overnight in Wichita, Kansas. We was going to the airport, and we get excited. Little things get us excited, like a Chick-fil-A in the airport, right? It was a Monday. It was like, oh yeah, Chick-fil-A gonna be open. We gonna go to the airport early so we can get Chick-fil-A. We gonna eat on the plane and then we gonna board the passengers up. We gonna be on our way to go. Well, we had this average gate agent that, and not bad. She wasn't mean. She wasn't doing her bad job. Her job not well. She just was average. She came a couple minutes after her showtime, which in a normal case, it wouldn't be a big deal. It's like, all right, we waiting to come onto the plane, but it's cool. We just make up the extra time when we get on board. But this day, she had no idea that 4 crew members had been looking forward to the 15 minutes that we only had before everybody else boarded. And the extra 10 minutes that she took to board the plane took away our option to have our breakfast before we even started that morning. So when she came on and she was dragging and she was just like, hey, good morning, like just carefree, like she didn't care. We sitting here annoyed because it's just like, your decision today, which might not affect it, nobody else would have noticed this any other time. Because you still have 5 minutes before boarding, which is more than enough time for an experienced flight attendant to still pre-flight, to check all our safety equipment, to still get my lights and stuff on for him to start the plane and to get us on board. That wouldn't have been no issue. But today, we had the initiative to do something for ourselves that was taken from us as a result of somebody else's decision. And so when I think out there, it's like, y'all, this don't have to be nothing crazy. Why are you just coming to work on time though? Why are you only working the job that you're unhappy with and not putting more time into yourself? Why are you not investing extra money that you have instead of shopping? Why do you have brand new clothes before brand new habits? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you not reading 10 minutes a day of a new book or an hour a day out of 24? And you got all the new shows memorized or saved on your phone. Why are you not sleeping more if you're having health problems? Why are you not challenging yourself to better habits, more intentional ways of being? Why are you not nicer in traffic if you're asking God to give you more patience? Like, why are you not using those moments to be a better individual for yourself? It's all affecting someone else. And I told him, I was just like, there's always somebody who's watching you that you don't know, or there's somebody affected by you that you're not paying attention to, and they're not able to go to their next level, not because they're not necessarily doing it or willing, because you're not being the example that is the one voice to them. Everybody's a motivational speaker. You might just have an audience of one. You don't know who's watching you. And sometimes your best motivational speech is your actions.
I like it. That's the bar. You dropped 5 bars there. We need to get the little sound effects. All right, so I'm going to share this before we wrap it up, man. So for one, Austin should be glad and Austin should be lucky that he got somebody in my life that would challenge him and be on top of his head and hold him accountable like this. And the same energy I'm giving Austin, in a sense, one of my homegirls hit me recently and gave it to me. My homegirl, Ronnie Brown, hit me with something so heavy. I'm calling you out, Ronnie. I met Ronnie. We first connected when I hosted an Invest Fest here in Atlanta. She backstage, we connect, we swap numbers, super dope. I'm like, yeah, you gotta meet my wife. My wife meets who we all there, boom, 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 boom. Ronnie, like, guru in so many different spaces, owns a tech company, owns a beauty company, like she a boss for boss women, like super dope. So Ronnie told me specifically, Jeremy, some things that you gotta do for your brand. I'm like, I got you, I'm on it. She's like, bro, for real, it's time for you to come out. I was like, I got you, let's go. She tells me what to do. She knows her stuff. I do it for 2 days. And then I got busy. I hit Ronnie up with another business move. I'm like, hey, I'm about to run the play. Ronnie, you trying to get on? So I text Ronnie, hey, you got a minute? She's like, yeah, hit me. I hit Ronnie and I felt convicted. I'm like, you know what? So I want to tell you about this play real quick. But remember that thing you told me to do? That thing crazy, right? Like, man, I just been super busy. I did it for a couple of days, but I'm going to get back on it. Jeremy, miss me with that. And she like up in Baltimore. She like, I don't want to hear that. Don't do that. That's weak, Jeremy. I'm looking at the phone like, huh? You know what I'm saying? She like, miss me with that. Ronnie like, don't hit me with excuses. So I'm just listening. So I'm like, all right, let me not be defensive. You know what I'm saying? Let me not be all sensitive. I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? I could have went, yep. So I'm like, Ronnie, here's what you don't understand. I said, Ronnie, I got these babies. I got Jewel, I got Jackson. I got the trucking company. I'm speaking. I got the curriculum. You know what I'm saying? We just did a speakers challenge. We got a speakers academy. Nah, I was like, all this stuff. She was just like, oh, okay, Jeremy, but I got kids too. And I got this. And I got our tech company. And I got this. And I got that. And I was just like, oh, we going toe to toe. And so it was refreshing for her to be like, miss me with these excuses. Right. Yeah. This what you told me you gonna do. You next level or not? And I'm like, yo. And I'm like, but Ronnie, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm doing some things, but not quite like she. So I'm telling you, Austin, like, I'm giving you this energy, bro, because it's given to me. Like, this is what greatness looks like. And the reason why some people are not winning is because they got yes men and they got yes women in their life. That's the reason why some people are not winning. Because you surround yourself with people who don't have the boldness or the kahunas to tell you about yourself, or you have not given them permission to tell you about yourself.
Oh, I feel neutered.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I hear Ronnie.
Got the kahunas.
Listen to me, bro. I hear Ronnie.
That's different.
I hear Ronnie and was like, hey, check this out. I could have went straight to the business deal. God was like, no, don't do that, bro. Don't act like y'all ain't got something to talk about. Deal with the elephant in the room. I didn't run from it. I addressed it.
Oh, you addressed it. All right.
I didn't think she was going to hold me accountable like that.
Right.
She like bump that, miss that. And I realized like, yo, it's people out here operating also at a high level that got a whole bunch going on, probably making more money than me. Let me just tap in and just listen. She's like, bro, miss me with that. This is what you can do. And it was convicting, but it was refreshing. And the reason why some people are not winning is because they have not put themselves in the position to let other people hold them accountable, or they have not given people permission to hold them accountable.
Wow.
So I'm like, yeah, tell me about myself. At one point, you could ask her. I was like, tell me more. I said, keep going. Because I wanted to jump in and be like, but she don't get it. But I'm like, no. God was like, she do get it.
Yeah.
So the same energy you be giving other people when you telling them like, don't nobody want to hear that. Y'all know my classic thing, bro. The most successful people in the world ain't the most gifted or smartest or talented, but they are those who are the most disciplined. Yep. Mine was like, you really just not disciplined enough. Ooh. You really just don't want it enough. And I was like, okay, all right, that's what we doing now.
Okay.
But I received it, and now I know to make the adjustments. Right. And so why? Because I want to win. And I feel like some people are not going to that next level because they are complacent, because they're only thinking about themselves, and they have not given other people permission to hold them accountable.
Oof.
Okay.
And that's what we got to change. Yeah. So I promise you, Mike, because I love you, I'm going to stay on your head. You know, and if I need to recorrect you, Crystal, I will.
Do it.
Just the way y'all do the same with me. You know what I'm saying? But what we're not gonna do is keep letting each other do the same dodo stuff, and then that's not next level.
Fact.
If that's the case, we might as well take the merch off and stop rocking the brand. But if we really gonna be next level, we gotta be willing to make some adjustments. I promise you, I wanted to hear Ronnie Q and be like, but Ronnie, you don't get it. I'm doing this right. I'm doing that right. She like, Jeremy, miss me with that. Do you realize what level we operating on? Like, I'm thinking like, wow, this how I sound when I be talking to team members. And they be like, but what about this, that? I'm like, I'm finna throw up. Yeah. I don't care about that. That was cool. But what about this right here? That's what greatness looks like. That's what next level living is all about.
What's up, y'all? I hope y'all enjoyed the episode. Now it's time to get the merch. Go to shopnextlevel.co. In the promo code, put podcast and get you 20% off. All right, see you next week.
I'm on another level.